Well done, people. It's your boy Into Spurs back here with another video. I'm with my boy Haz again.
Yeah, back again for another video.
Yeah, man. Thomas Frank. For me, we have Thomas Frank out. You know, we're surprised he's even taking this game.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, okay. I would have sacked him straight after West Ham. The problem is, guys, and don't get me wrong, I would have, like I said, I would have sacked him. But the turnaround, I was speaking to you off camera about this, between like the last game and this game is so short. So, for example, they could have sacked him Sunday morning, but the new manager or interim would have only taken 1 day with the players. So I think it's inevitable he gets sacked, right? But I think they let him have this game just because if a new guy came in to have 1 day with the players and then before a game is a bit, don't really work. So I think he's only in here as like a proxy, really. Like, I think personally, I'll be surprised if it's like they genuinely got him here to stay, like, and they just give him another chance. I'll be quite surprised personally.
See, look, a team with a plan, a team that knows what they're doing, we wouldn't be in this situation, The board clearly haven't made up their mind. They've made it clear that they don't know who they're going to bring in. It's all a mess from the top because the decisions that need to be made are not being made. Plus, you're talking about transfers. Now, look, how can you buy players for a manager that's not going to be here?
The only way you can buy players for managers is you buy club signings, right? So you'd have to sign players which fit pretty much every system, which you could argue Gallagher kind of does because he's quite versatile. So you kind of argue that transfer kind of was like, every manager can play him. And I still think Gallagher is an indication Poch coming back in the summer. So Frank is kind of keeping the seat warm regardless, I think, personally. So maybe they will keep him for the whole season. I don't know. Some people speculate they might just because it's easier to keep him. But then the problem I have with that is that, and bear in mind, I was Franking staunchly till like the West Ham loss because that's unforgivable. I just think losing home to West Ham the way the West Ham are now is unforgivable. Like, you can't be that shit. But like for after that game, you have to get rid of him after the day, I think, because we're going to lose anyway.
You know what?
And I would just bring in someone who has some. I wouldn't bring in Mason, but someone who has a lot of Premier League experience, even if it's like for 6 months. Just like an old. I mean, I suggest Redknapp, but he's 80, so. But if someone can give me another name,
but Redknapp is one of Tottenham's big legends. Yeah, but he means so much to Tottenham.
We'll probably get a heart attack.
You don't say that. God forbid, innit? God forbid that ever happens.
I know, but I mean, as in, like,
but you know what? Let's
someone with experience, have some affiliation with the club.
To be honest with you, I did say like he's at a critical age where he doesn't want the stress of Tottenham. And you know what? For me, Tottenham, there's a lot of problems. There's so many problems on and off the pitch as well. Think about it, because the fans are not connected to the club. The club is not connected to the fans.
My biggest worry with Frank is not really the connection with the fans. Obviously, that's a big worry. But my problem is the connection with the players. Because I'm not saying he's tactically wrong or he's not tried to do things differently. I think he's tried as much as he could. But we have bare injuries. But also, I think from seeing him on the touch in the past month especially, I think the players are not responding to him. Whether that's to do with like anything personal, like you just don't like him as a person, but they don't respect him. Like, I don't know what the players think here, but I think it's because they're not responding to him. You have to get rid of him because
I agree. Look, you know what? When the fans, not the fans. When the players are not playing for the manager, you have to get rid of the manager.
That's it.
You can't get rid of 11 players. You can't even get rid of a whole squad. It's pretty much impossible because the club are looking at it from this perspective. These players are bigger assets than the manager. Obviously, we're paying Frank nearly £17 million, and I don't understand how he scammed his way into that.
And in theory, I think Frank could have worked or should have worked.
It should,
but the problem is the theory and the translation, like in real life, IRL. It's very different because you could think some girl is like in theory, not gonna be good, and then you go out with her, and then you realize, nah. It's not going to work out.
In theory,
things don't work out, and unfortunately, this has not worked out. We just have to accept it and bring in someone else.
No, you know what? Can I be honest with you? You're bang on, Haz, innit? Because like in theory, and I'm gonna hold my hands up in it. Like this, the people that watch my channel, I didn't want Frank from the get go.
I know you didn't want Frank.
And I'm not gonna say I told you so because that's not why I'm a content creator. I can't lie to you. That's all childish. However, in theory, it should have worked because Frank is the perfect manager in terms of if we take the template of him at Brentford working with unexperienced players and turning them into pros, which Tottenham have a lot of. You know, you've got all of these young players that need a chance, but look what he's done. He's decided to throw out Teletubby Tell. Make it make sense. Why would you decide to drop a player in terms of, in my opinion, look, even though I'm not going to say he's one of our best players, but realistically, he's been one of our best players to be playing at Tottenham. How can you drop him in a crucial game like this, unless you're trying to get sacked? Because for me, this is how I see it. This is how I see it. And you know what? I'm going on a rant because I haven't actually look for the past two days. I've kept quiet because I know, like, you can't possibly tell me with all the injuries and all the players that we don't have on the pitch, we don't have a winger. The first option was to drop Tell out of the Champions League squad. Is he smoking crack?
Well, for me, like he in the whole of like Champions League regulations, like he did it because he can only drop one player that came in, which had to be Tell for Solanke. Now the problem is like bringing Solanke into the Champions League squad. Like again, in theory, he might think, oh, he's the only striker, so he should be like the best option. But he's only played like 20 minutes the past 2 games, and Tell's probably been our best attacker the past 3 games, and I don't even fucking rate Tell. So like you could play, you know what? You could play Moani with Tell. I don't know. Like problem is with so many injuries, we're so screwed. And if he throws in Solanke tonight, I mean we've not seen the team yet, but I think you could get injured again. Like,
what was his reasoning for Tell? No, please tell me.
Clearly, he lied in his first press conference. Tell wasn't his player. Like,
and this is my point. Now you've decided to bring Tell in, and we saw that the first, like, bringing him on loan.
Let's not talk about
bringing him on loan, and it didn't work.
Then we signed him.
Permanently. Doesn't that sound like Timo Werner, bro?
Just Timo Werner, but permanent and younger.
So for me, look again. I'm going to make this really clear. Frank, you have to win. You have to win.
Even though Dortmund have lost 2 games.
Even though I'm Frank out, I want Tottenham to win. And
also because the Champions League is the last competition we got for any hopes of winning anything. So
look at where we are right now.
And we need something to not hold on to, but something to give us some confidence going to the rest of the season.
Okay, now my question: can you check on your phone in terms of the team, innit? You know, because that will be a really interesting. Is it been out?
Let's see. Mate,
is it still not out,
bro? It's still not out. Let's even speculate. It should be. It's gonna be out in 2 minutes, bro.
At this point, let's be honest with you. Tottenham can line up with anybody, and it doesn't matter.
Thing is, like, obviously, I expect Solanke to start. To be honest, because if you put him in the squad, you kind of have to start him.
Of course.
But my worry with Solanke is he's not played in like a proper game in what, like, how many months have he now? Is it 6 months?
6 months, around 6 months.
And he's going to throw him in, and
he's had 60 minutes, and so he has had the actual games, you know. It's just, is he going to last against Dortmund? Dortmund is a difficult team. They've only had two losses in the whole of the season. They're second best to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is a crazy team right now, you know? So Dortmund, we're going against basically the second champions.
Second best team in Germany, So like, the thing is, it's kind of an impossible task yet, but he has to win this game because if we want to finish the top 8, he kind of has to win the game.
I'll watch my boy Adeyemi. What? Listen, you're going to see him sauce up, and you guys are going to say, put me in the board. Bro, I've been telling you guys about Adeyemi for maybe like 3 years. 3 years.
Well, ever since I started streaming with you, that's the only player you ever gone on about, bro. Like, literally, every stream. We got to bring Adeyemi in. Adeyemi.
No, but he's a cold baller, man.
Yeah, I know. You know, I've not seen a lot of him, so I don't know.
Yeah, but he could do the job. I'm telling you, you know what? We're not the team that we once were. We need to go through for the Adeyemis of this world. And
we're not. Problem with Spurs right now is, one point, it's going to be hard to trap players because if we don't start winning games in the Champions League or in general, like, God knows where we'll be. So you either have to overpay for players to get them in who are like of a higher. Let's say we rate ourselves like a 5, got overpay for like the 18 one or the 17 or the 16.
I hear that.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Like punch it.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that.
Or you got to settle for like
the mid. You know what? I hear that.
So we've got to have to set either by the young one, which is going to like develop. So Adeyemi is like a good choice because at least he's young, you can develop him. But also you need to buy the right young player, like in the early 20s. Who's not like coming as a complete kid like Gray and Bergwall, who are complete kids, right? Like, so you have to overpay for like top quality and pay them crazy money to come.
True.
Whether they'll come or not is a different story. Like Semenyo turned us down, so or you're gonna have to try and buy your level or like slightly above to try and like bridge to the gap because we're starting essentially from scratch again. I mean, we keep saying this every fucking year, so
that's what we are. We're starting from nuzzle and scratch.
Yeah.
Cool. Has this team sheet come out or is Frank dodging it?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's read it out. Yeah, so Vicario in goal. Danso. Oh, see Danso playing. He can only play.
Danso, Romero, Spence, Porro. And then Bergwall, Gray, Xavi, Odobert, and Solanke. So Solanke is starting, like I said, he's starting.
Interesting team. We don't really have that many players to play in it. I think Archie Gray was always going to play. I think Bergwall was always going to play.
It must be Xavi on the left.
You know, so
Xavi on the left?
Yeah, it looks interesting. What's your score predictions, my bro?
I think they're going to beat us 3-1 to this.
3-1. I'm going a cheeky 2-0, man. I don't.
Dortmund.
Yeah,
don't see us scoring.
I don't see us scoring.
So I think we'll be 3-1. They'll go 2-1 up, 2-0 up, and we'll get a goal back as usual.
I hope Frank.
And then we'll have like a little 20-minute spell.
Yeah.
And then we'll think, oh, maybe we'll grab an equaliser. But then what will happen is they'll just, because they're way better than us, they'll just stifle us, and then probably just score the third goal. And
I definitely hope Frank can
cook something different
in this game. If we can win this game, bro, I'll give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah. He will still be in the job.
Yeah, we'll still be in the job tomorrow morning, but it's still Frank out for me.
Yeah, like in the long run, I think it will just gain him another week or two, maybe. Because if the results carry on like they are in the Premier League, like we're sleepwalking into a relegation battle.
True.
If we lose to Burnley, like bro, like we're actually cooked. Like we're actually cooked.
We are indeed. Cool. All right, you heard it from Haz. I'm of course in Tottenham. You know where I am in it, and let's hope Tottenham win. Come on, you Spurs. That's all I can say.
Come on, you.
Yo, people, follow me on Instagram. That is 0TJ. Follow me on Twitter. That is Spursy Talks. Like and subscribe.